Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the second Doctor Who review I post on my channel after the Evil of the Daleks review did a bit better than I thought it would. Actually, no, it did way better than I thought it would. So, I didn't know what I wanted to review next, and I actually kind of had to do a coin flip in order to decide which one. And it ended up with this one, the Moonbase. Now, before I get any further, I just want to say that the Cybermen are my personal favorite Doctor Who villain. I know people usually say the Daleks or the Master or the Great Intelligence and stuff like that, but no, it's the Cybermen for me. And the Moonbase, this is another one of those serials that has episodes missing because back then, again, home media wasn't really a thing, and most television was a one-time thing. In order to save money and film tapes, they decided to junk some of the episodes. Now, this one in particular, this story, is missing parts 1 and 3. Episodes 2 and 4 still exist. Now, episodes 1 and 3 did get animated by the BBC, and the animation is what I want to talk about first, because this is up, animation-wise, this is up there with Evil of the Daleks and the Macro Terror. It moves so velvety smooth. It's like a more streamlined version of what the 10th Planet animation looked like. Yeah, the Cybermen look incredible. The movements of the characters are so fluid and move so velvety smooth. Yeah, it's great. The story, on the other hand, is a bit I mean, this is one of those stories from Troughton and Hartnell's eras where it's just the whole base under attack type format. And I say that like this is something that happens a lot because the list gets pretty long. I mean, there are other serials like this. There's this one, The 10th Planet, The Wheel in Space, The Space Pirates, Fury from the Deep, The Ice Warriors, Seeds of Death. Yeah, those are just the ones I'm thinking off the top of my head. I'm not saying that all of those are bad. The only two that I think are bad were The Wheel in Space and The Space Pirates. As much as I want to get into why I hate them so much, that is a topic for another video. Yeah, anyways, back to the story. Now, I want to talk about the Cybermen because I really like the Cyberman design. It looks... I don't know if I like it better or just as much as the Cybermen design from the 10th Planet. Because I know with the 10th Planet they had the human hands, the giant chest units, and the cloth faces. Here you can definitely see that they went with the more robotic route. Also, I'm not sure why they gave them 3 fingers instead of 5. So now it just constantly looks like they're doing the Spock sign. Yeah, they are chilling, and the voices are also chilling, but I wish they went with what they did with not Tomb of the Cybermen, the 10th Planet, where they had that Roy Skelton sing-song type voice. And before I continue, I just want to correct myself from the last video, where I said that the Evil of the Daleks was when Roy Skelton made his Doctor Who debut. That is not true. He was in Doctor Who before Evil of the Daleks, so I just wanted to correct myself on that. Yeah, the Cybermen are chilling. The music composed for them, too, is also very chilling. Yeah, I love the redesigns. And apparently, from what I've heard, the Mondasian Cybermen costumes were super uncomfortable for the actors to wear. I think it was something about the cloth faces being too tight and the giant chest units being hard to move around. And these costumes were much more comfortable to be in. So yeah, that's good. Use voice crack. But now I want to talk about the human characters, because like the whole base under attack type format, most of the time the human characters, apart from the Doctor and his companions, aren't very memorable. And sadly, that's the same case with The Wheel in Space. I mean, not the. I keep getting all the names of the Cyberman serials mixed up. Not with the Moonbase. On the Moonbase, on the place that the serial actually takes place in, there's like 20 people who run it, and I don't remember any of their names. Which may or may not be sad because most of them are wearing name tags. But Patrick Troughton gives another great performance as the Doctor here. Like I said before, he's my favorite Doctor. And another thing, the cliffhangers in this story are excellent. There's episode 1 where Jamie hit his head and now has a concussion and he starts hallucinating about seeing the Phantom Piper, which, if I remember correctly from the Highlanders, every time a crewman is about to die, they see the Phantom Piper in a dream. And then he wakes up and he sees one of the Cybermen standing by his medical bed and thinks it's the Phantom Piper. It's really cool, but there's also episode 3 with the Cybermen surrounding the base. And even episode 4, which leads into the Macra Terror, we see that giant claw waving around on the screen. But my personal favorite cliffhanger comes from episode 2, where they're all in the medical bay and the Doctor orders them to search the base for the Cybermen because the base leader doesn't believe in the Cybermen anymore because of what happened on Mondas. And he says, "Did your men search in here?" And then all the Cybermen just wake up from the medical beds where they're supposed to be bodies, but they're not bodies. They're Cybermen in disguise. It's great. It gives me chills every time I watch it. It's fantastic. Now, oops, the case popped open. Now, the Doctor's companions, there are 3 of them in this serial. There's Ben, Polly, and Jamie. Jamie, for a good chunk of this story, doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, he starts off the story by getting concussed, which I don't even know how it happens. He just flies away, and then it just cuts to him on the ground. And how did he even knock himself out? There's no gravity. He wouldn't... If he did hit something, it wouldn't have been that hard. But yeah, like I said before about the whole Phantom Piper thing, all he really does is just lay in a medical bed for a few episodes and just toss and turn about, "Oh, the Phantom Piper. No Piper." That's basically what he does. Thankfully, Ben and Polly are used much, much better. Polly basically acts as a colleague for the Doctor, trying to figure out the Cybermen's weakness and figure out what's causing this disease. Like I said, I forgot to mention this, but there's a disease spreading around the Moonbase. It attacks the nerves, which whenever it attacks a human body, all the veins and the nerves in their skin will turn black, which looks really creepy at times. And it's later revealed that the Cybermen poisoned some of the sugar, and they put it in coffee, and everyone was drinking the coffee, and everyone was getting sick because of it. And Ben has kind of a similar role to what he played in the 10th Planet. He basically acts as basically for the 10th Planet. Jeez, I can't talk today. Sorry, guys, but yeah, Ben basically just acts how he did in the 10th Planet. In some serials like Power of the Daleks, Ben can be a bit useless at times, but not here. Every companion except Jamie is used very well. Now I'm going to get into a couple more issues I have with the serial. Again, the Base Under Siege format was reused a ton back then. And the pacing at times, it can drag a little bit. I mean, it's only 4 episodes long, so it's not super long, but it's still... It can drag at times, particularly when we're supposed to put more focus on the base employees, like the people who work on the base. And I don't know. I think Mr. Hobson is the only name I can remember of those guys. only because his name is said the most. Oh, and there's also this French guy called Ben however you pronounce this. If you speak French, please say in the comments down below how you're supposed to pronounce that. Anyways, yeah, the story drags a little bit. Also, some of the editing is a bit questionable, to say the least. Like, towards the end of episode 3, there's this scene where Ben's on the surface of the moon and all the Cybermen are chasing him, and it's edited in the funniest way possible, and the music, too. I said that some of the music for the Cybermen was used very well. Other times, it sounds like a futuristic Monty Python sketch. Yeah, those are really the only problems I have with this serial. I think it's a great watch. You should definitely pick it up. I don't know how much it costs. I got this one for Christmas. I think it's enjoyable. If you want Cyberman action, if you want another great Troughton performance, this is definitely the story for you. And yeah, and on that note, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss any new videos. I will continue making more Doctor Who reviews. I will hopefully soon get back to reviewing Jurassic World toys or Jurassic Park stuff in general. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.